here. Today we are going to do a tulle wreath, and it's going to be in the Halloween theme. I had someone request this, and I thought it would be a lot of fun to do it. You can see it here in the background. So the first part of my video somehow was lost, so I'm just gonna kind of re-show you what I did in the beginning, and then the rest of the video will go normally, but you'll get to see what it looks like before we start. Alright, so let's get started. Okay, so what I used is I have a 14-inch frame from the Dollar Tree. I have tons of tulle. I had all different colors. You'll see after I show you how I'm going to cut this up, I'll have it all piled up here. I have black, purple, orange, and then I got a lot of these little sparkle tools from the Dollar Tree. They have a lot of the Halloween colors out right now. So I have an orange sparkle, a purple sparkle, and a black sparkle. So I got all those from the Dollar Tree. But I wanted to show you, especially since it got cut, and it was just the very beginning part of what I did. So I just wanted to show you. So you just take your tulle. Now I'll tell you, the great thing about tulle is if you get it on sale, like at Hobby Lobby, you can wait, they'll put it on sale 50% off, and a big roll like this is like $4, so it would be like $2. It does take a lot of tulle, but it's worth it. It's really cute. It's a super great way if you're pretty new at wreaths, or if you really kind of like that filmy look. It's really pretty. And I can tell you, since I've already done it, just how much I used. So I used 3 rolls of this in the purple, the orange, and the black. I used 3 rolls of these sparkles, and I had another really pretty one that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I used 3 of those. So this is what I did. So this is my 7-inch little cardboard piece, and I know someone had told me they didn't think this would work for tulle, but I want to show you that it does. So all you do is same thing like you would do with ribbon. You just start at the top, and then you just twist it, just like this. And it absolutely does work for tulle. It does not slide off, even the sparkle one. So that's all you do, and then I just slide my scissors in here to the middle and cut it off. And just like that, I have a bunch of tulle cut. So see, it works perfectly great for this. Now honestly, I think the thing that takes the most time with tulle is cutting it all up. So these are all cut at 14 inches. That's what I did for the entire wreath. So I'm going to cut all these up. Well, I did cut all these up, but that's what I said when I did it originally. So when I come back, oh, and I want to show you how to load it on one time. But when I come back, you'll see all the colors already cut up. So what you do is you take your tulle and you just kind of bend it over like this. See how I have my finger here in the middle? You go to your wreath form and you put that middle part in so that it leaves a little hole, like a little circle. And you pull it through, and what I do is I will put my 2 ends together and pull it. That way I make sure it stays straight. I wouldn't worry if it's not exactly straight, because tulle's pretty forgiving. So I'll show you that one more time. You just take a piece of tulle, bend it over, just like that. Make that little loop right there. Take that loop, run it beneath the frame, open your hands up, and then put your tool at the ends together and just pull tight. That's all there is to it. This is super simple, and all I did was alternate colors all the way around. It's really fun. And as you'll see at the end, I loaded this one up with lights. So that's one of the things that I like about tulle. You can put lights on it and it just looks really cool. Okay, well, I'm going to go on to the next part. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so as you can see, I have a ton cut. So I may not need all this, but I just went ahead and cut a whole bunch up because you really do use a lot when you're doing a tulle wreath, and I want mine to be full. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take each piece that I cut up, and I'm just going to kind of bend it in half like this. I'm going to go into my frame, and I'm making a little hole, and then I'm just going to push my mesh through it and pull it out. So I'm not too worried if they're not exactly the same length, because if it looks messy at the edge, you can just come and trim it. That's why I make it just a tad longer, just in case, because it can be very difficult and time consuming to make sure that every single one is just perfectly straight. But that's a personal preference. So I'll do the same thing. I'll grab another one, fold it in half, go through, make my little hole, put the mesh in my fingers, and pull it through. And that's all we're going to do. I'm just going to alternate colors all the way around. I also have some small ones that I'll do the same thing with. Some have sparkle, some don't, but that's what makes it interesting. So I don't have as many of the ones that have the little sparkle as I do just the regular. So I'll just kind of intersperse them. And the main ones I'll use is the orange, the purple, and the black. And then I'll just alternate some of all these different colors as I go through. So see, I have some short black. Some of this black that's down here is sparkly. So I will like grab one of those and put that on. But first I'm going to go back to orange, and I am not going to go in a sequence. So I'm not going to go orange, purple, black. I'm just going to kind of alternate the colors, but I want to try to not put two colors right next to each other, if that makes sense. So that just kind of gives it more interest, like that. So now I'll do a purple. Hello, Bella. Just like this. So I'm just going to keep going all the way around the bottom doing this, and when I get done I will come back and put in ribbons periodically, because I don't have as many ribbons as I do with the mesh. I said mesh. I'm used to mesh with the tulle, so I will put those on kind of at the end. So I'm going to keep going around, and when I get done I'll come back and show you what I'm going to do next, but it'll be the same process. I'll do the same process here, and same process here, and the same process here. So I'll be back shortly when I get done with this bottom layer. Okay, I've gotten the first layer on, and if you haven't tried tulle before, I think this wreath is going to be a good example of why it is a lot of fun. It is very different. It is a little time consuming, but look at all these pretty sparkly colors that you can get with the tulle. I like that. So I just wanted to show you, I'm going to start on the next layer here. So I just wanted to go through it one more time. I'll probably do it again with these two layers, But I just take my tool that I've already cut, I fold it over like this, and I'm going to run it through my frame and make a hole, and then I'm going to pull it, put my little ends through it, and just pull. So you're just making like a little slip knot. So, and the way I'm doing it is I'm just kind of alternating colors. I have some sparkle and some just regular. So I just do the same thing. Put it through. There's my hole. Stick my tool through. I try to make sure my ends are even, and then pull. Like that. So once again, fold over. Have this little piece. See, it has a little hole. I'm just holding it in between my finger. And I'll slide it underneath. Open up the hole and pull this part through. Then just pull it tight. So, just have my hole. Pull it through and tighten. So that's all you do. It's really easy. It is not a difficult one to make at all. And if you're just starting with wreaths, this is actually a really great way to do it because tulle is very inexpensive. As a matter of fact, some of this tulle I even got from the Dollar Tree. This tulle, look at that. Isn't that cute? It has little spider webs on it. This came from the Dollar Tree. This came from the Dollar Tree. So, you know, and the other part I got from Hobby Lobby. And I will wait until they have a sale, 40 or 50% off. And then I'll go get some because it's really inexpensive. So I'm going to keep going on this layer. And then when I'm done, I'll come back and show you what that looks like. But it's going to be a lot of fun. I have some fun things we're going to do once we get all the tulle on. I have something cute for the middle, and I think we're going to do lights in between the layers. Because one thing about tulle is if you light it up, it's really pretty. So I'll be back shortly. Alright, I have gotten 3 layers on here. So there's 1, 2, and 3. See if you see from the back. I did 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, it's really pretty and full. So I thought, I don't really need to do the 4th layer. So, this is the idea that I had. And you can get this in several different colors, but I thought it would be really cute to put a spider web right in the middle. So I have a purple one, I have an orange one. See, aren't those cute? And I have a black one. Now this black one is from the Dollar Tree and it's really big. So I mean it would kind of squash it. If you wanted to do one this big, I probably would only do 2 layers. But as you can see, this makes a really full wreath and it's really pretty. It's got all this sparkly color. I thought the other thing we could do, hi Bella, I got some of these cool white lights and it has a battery pack. And if you would do something like this, you would want to do cool lights because you certainly wouldn't want something to catch your wreath on fire. That would just be terrible. Now you can get lights from the Dollar Tree and it would be fine to use those, but I wouldn't leave them on for a long time because they would tend to get hot. So let's see, I think I probably need to grab a battery for this. Yep. Okay, let me grab a couple batteries, and then when I come back, we'll put some of these lights on and attach one of these, and then we'll be good to go. Okay, I got some batteries, and our lights are working now. But I kind of want to put it in the wreath, and then I'll show you. So what I'm going to do is I am going to push this tool up so I can get down to the first layer. And I'm going to take this, so this is the battery, and I'm going to take it back here, and I am going to attach it in between the second and third layer. So I'll just take one of my handy zip ties, and this already has this cool little, I don't know, thing that you can use to tie. So I'm gonna go to a crossbar. I'm just gonna tie it on. So now, even if it hangs down, you're not gonna see it. So now I will take my lights and I'm gonna pull them through. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is just push that second layer up, have the first layer down, just like this. And you really could do this as you're making this wreath, but I just didn't because I didn't want to deal with the weight of that. Okay, so now all you do is I'm just going to tie it on to these little crossbars. So I need my small I need my small zip ties, so let me see if I can find them. Where'd you go, Lori? What'd you do with them? There's the big one. Where's the little one? There they are. Okay, so I have little zip ties, but you can just use regular ones. So I'm just going to tie it at these crossbars here. Let's clip this off. Okay. There we go. I'm going to go to the next one. I don't want to tie it real tightly because I want there to be some light where this mesh is. So I'll kind of let it do this and go to the next one. Tie this one on. There we go. Again, just go around, not super tight, because I want it to come down here some so that there'll be lights kind of all the way down. So that's all I'm going to do is go around and tie these lights on. Sometimes these little ones can be a challenge to work with, but okay, there we go. All right. Oh, and just to let you know, I did not end up putting any ribbon on just because it really was nice and full with all the tulle. I didn't really think I needed it, so I just left it off. But that's up to you. You can put ribbon on or not. Yeah. Okay. Let's put some of this down. Alright, so I'm almost done with the first level. Yep, see, I'm back to where I was. Okay. So, I'm going to make my last little tie here. And then we'll do the second layer. There we go. Alright. So now we're going to take this and we are going to do the second level. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to pull the second level down and push the third level up. Okay. Like this. I'm going to let them hang down here like this. Take my little zip ties and tie it to the crossbar. Now I got these lights. These are the cool lights. I got these from Trendy Tree. They're really cool. They have a lot of different settings. This is the 48 LEDs and it's the cool white. So it's perfect for this project. Okay. So I'm just going to keep going around, tying it to the crossbar. Then we can put our little spider web on. And we can turn out the lights and see what it looks like. That's the best part. Okay. So we're almost done with our strand. It was just perfect for 2 layers. So I want to make sure I'm going to get all the way around. So I don't want it to be too loose. So I'll just make sure, oh yeah, plenty. I have plenty to get through the 2. Okay. More out. Look at that, perfect amount. How about that? It's always nice when things work out that way. And that's perfect because I wouldn't want one on the next level because you'd be able to see it. So it's a lot more fun if it's more like kind of hidden. All right, last one. Just tie it here. All right, so we've got our lights on, so we can put our mesh back down, just kind of smooth it out. Tulle is pretty darn forgiving, so it should not be a problem. Even if it gets messed up, you can just kind of smooth it back out, and it'll work great. Okay, there we go. All right, now that we've got all our lights on, we can put our spider web on. So I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm just going to take the spider web, I'm going to take my little zip ties here, I'm just going to tie it right to the frame. Now I've got orange here. I really kind of like the purple better, but that's just because I'm partial to purple. But I think the orange stands out more. I wish the purple stood out more, but the orange kind of stands out more. So I'll just take my little zip tie and I will just run it right around this little spider web and the wire frame. And just tie it off. And then I'll just kind of push it down so you can't really see it. So you'd have to get up pretty close to see that. Okay. Oh, I don't think I need this little tag. There we go. All right. So I'll just keep going around doing that. This is a really easy, simple project to do, which I think is why it's pretty much so fun. And there are a lot of people out there who work with tulle, so it's a great product to work with, I think. Can be a little time consuming, but there's some fun things you can do with it. You know, you could use the same process and put it on elastic and make little dresses, little costumes and things. That's fun. Okay. So I've got a couple on. We'll do a few more. Here we go. So all I'm doing is going around the wire frame here and around, whoops, that's backwards, and around the spider web. Put it on there tight. Yeah, okay. All right. I think that I am actually going to tie this down because every time I move it's flopping around, so I think it'll be better if it's tied down. So I'll just take one of these and go around a couple of layers here. I'm just going to kind of run it in between the tulle. and just tie this sucker down. Then it won't flop around while I'm trying to work. And of course you would want to make sure that your button is out so that, oh, much better. Now it's not going to get in my way. All right. Now, just keep tying this on. We're just about done. And then I'll turn out the lights and turn on these lights. We'll see what it looks like. I think one more ought to do it. There we go. Okay. And I am using zip ties that are pretty close to this orange color just to help hide it. But you don't have to do that. There. All right. There we go. So see how cute that is? Okay, now I'm going to tell you, before I turn out the lights, I'll show you the lights that are on here. There are several things you could do. You could glue things onto the tool on the outside here. That looks really cute. You could do eyeballs. That would be really cute. You could do eyeballs in, oh, look at that. I love these little eyeballs. I got these, I think I got these at the Dollar Tree. But you know, you could put like eyeballs in here. Look at that, that's so cute. Okay, you could put eyeballs out here, you know, along the mesh. You could do, you know, other spiders. Of course, not another web, but you could do another spider out here. There's all kinds of little things that you could add to this to make it look really cute. Okay, so I'm going to turn out all my lights and let's see if we can see those flashing. Oh, look here, you could also add, I got these witch legs from Hobby Lobby, but you could add little witch legs too. That would be really cute. And a little witch hat up here. Ooh, that would be cute. Alright, here we go. Alright. Let me cut this on, I'll turn the last light off. Alright. There it goes. So it's kind of hard to see since I have all the lights off, but I just kind of want you to see what it looks like. So let me turn at least one light on so you can kind of see. You see how cute that is and how it just comes right through the tool? To me, it comes through the tool a little bit better than it comes through mesh, just because it's much thinner. So, I thought this was a lot of fun. So I hope you liked it. You just have to let me know what you think and what you think about tulle if you've ever used it. And if there is a different method or type of wreath that you want me to make, just let me know, because I will be happy to give it a try. Alright, I will see you again soon. Have a good time. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye-bye.